everyone, Mazes okay here. The Operation Shege Ka-Fasa, that is the outfit that was formed by the coalition of northern Muslims, it's been classified as rubbish by the Sultan of Sokoto. People, I told us it will happen. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Said Abubakar, has blamed the northern elite for allowing some youths to float what they called Operation Shege Ka-Fasa. Aren't we a nation of jokers? Now, he said that the region and its leaders must caution the youths. Okay? Remember 2 days ago, I made a video when, they started this. And I said this is absolutely rubbish. They have no such right. And remember, this is the same group that told Igbos that they need to quit northern Nigeria. Yesterday, being Thursday, the northern leaders had a meeting in Kaduna, and that's where he said this. The coalition of northern group had unveiled their symbol of the security outfit on Wednesday in the same Kaduna. However, the northern elders, now people are ascribing this to El-Rufai. The northern elders basically saw this. They weren't aware they saw this on the television. Well, that is, if we believe them that they saw it on national television. But I knew the whole thing was nothing but a fluke. Nothing was a joke. Again, the Sultan said, if the elders don't take the lead, that means taking the lead in cautioning this youth, the youth will do whatever they like and think they are right. In this case, they aren't. You have to caution this youth, he argued. Now, they have launched their own security outfit. I don't know what they call it. Operation Shege Ka-Fasa. Meaning what? The emir queried. The Sultan, not an emir, Sultan. Okay, there are things I found a little bit amusing here, people. I said it that they do not have the right to do this because they are not elected representatives. These are nothing but miscreants. And it comes down to the heart of what I've been telling us. Whenever there is a disconnect between the led and their leaders, something like this are bound to happen. Okay? Now, in as much as the Sultan is saying that, he's at the same time asking the northern leaders to take the bull by the horn and not allow the youth to take over their responsibility. And, basically meaning that they want to, is urging them to do the needful. And meanwhile, the recruitment form for the Omotekun, according to Governor Akeredolu, will be out from next week. So that means the Yorubas are going ahead with Amatekun, and the Yorubas are going to be doing the needful by ratifying the Amatekun within the state assemblies. And that is the right people to do this, not any form of ragtag individuals or rascals who want to take over and want to put others in danger. The Sultan, equally, in that presentation yesterday, he looked at how the insurgency is ravaging the north and blamed the whole insecurity in the north on the north. I said, thank you. Now you guys are waking up. Sultan is the Nigerian Muslim spiritual leader. And he was lamenting about orphans, who in turn would eventually become Boko Haram members. He concludes that meeting yesterday saying that several recommendations have been put up, but they were not implemented. Many of them still yet gathering dust, and no one is interested. Then you ask yourself, who is actually in charge of Nigeria? So far, what Mazezoki can tell us free of charge is, so far, 3 countries has emerged from what is happening in Nigeria. Now we have the Oduduwa Republic emerging from the inability of Buhari to take security heads on. Today again, I got this. I don't know how authentic it is, but this, what you're looking at now, is what I was sent today, Obunigwe. You know, the Ohaneze Youth Forum had once suggested that Ndibo should come up with their own outfit. And I had called on the southeastern governors not to be in a hurry. Allow time. Time heals a lot of things. Let us first concentrate on the states within the southeast. Ensure that these states are secured. As long as these states are secured, let us watch and see what these guys are doing. Is that by any means, you guys don't think, why are the Niger Deltas keeping quiet? Are they taking that security in their region seriously, or are they doing something that we don't know? I do not in any means say that the southeastern governors will do nothing. After all, before everybody started making noise, the southeast had already had their own vigilante securing their places. So what I think we need to do is to reinforce, many people, sometimes I say things that come to pass. Initially, people would attack me, but eventually it happens. Remember, when the issue of kidnapping started in Enugu 2 years ago, and herdsmen occupying the Enugu-Port Harcourt and Enugu-Port Harcourt expressway, I was the first person that said, Enugu state government, what you need is forest guard. I made about 4 videos about giving the structures how this forest guard can just go to Njenje Media. You can see some of my videos still there, and others I published somewhere. I called consistently, and eventually they listened. They formed Forest Guard. Now tell me, since the formation of Forest Guard in Enugu, how many incidences have we had since then? Did you hear any incidents the last Christmas? Very unlikely. The same thing I'm saying now. We must keep and we must do the right thing. The southeastern governors must work with other groups, must look at groups that have the interests of Ndibo. The southeast governors must now use this opportunity to get back to the IPOP group and see how they can make and mend fences. This is not a time to trade blame for the fact that the spiritual leader of the caliphate, the Sultan of Sokoto, condemned the Shege Ka-Fasa. That speaks volume. That means it does not have the blessings of the people and those that are in the know. This is a pitfall we must avoid. Whenever the Southeast eventually does anything in this line, I believe they must have consulted enough that we wouldn't have such to contend with. Look at it. The moment the Yorubas declared Amotekun, you saw how everybody keyed in. Why? Because these were elected leaders. Everybody keyed into Amotekun. There was no argument. Everyone started defending it. So we wouldn't make that mistake. We would want to take such template. Where we differ from what the Yorubas have done is, in our own case, we already have state vigilantes, which the Yorubas didn't have. So they tried creating what I refer to as a superstructure, which ran into murky waters with the federal government. Now they've gone back to the drawing board. From the take so far, you can see clearly Nigeria is getting to the bus stop. And to the bus stop it must get to. Now you have the Southwest, the Oduduwa Nation, having their Amotekun. whether by any name, the north, eventually, either the way it is now, it appears the northeast and the northwest will eventually have their own security outfit. But let us stick with the Shege Ka-Fasa. That means nation number 2. With this, I am showing you here, which is the Ogbunigwe. That is nation number 3. So we are waiting. We will see nation number 4, nation number 5. Eventually, we might have nation number 6. In that cycle, the completion will be done. And everybody will be now ready. It's either we renegotiate this union or we'll kiss ourselves goodbye. It's easier and better to say, I am no longer interested in this marriage, and say everyone goodbye, than stay in that marriage and be unhappy. Once more, this is Mazes.